Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, and today we're headed to the Dollar Tree. So I'm shopping for something in particular to do for the Be Creative Challenge that I host every month on the 13th. This month, October of 2024, the theme is Fall Fantasy. And I think I want to do some decoupage. Let's see what we can find. There's a lot of really cool things that the Dollar Tree has that we could decoupage on. And they also have some fun, spooky things to decorate with. Look at that. So I head on over to where they have all the paints and, oh, here's some more little wooden things we could decoupage. But, you know, I'm looking for Halloween. Pumpkins in particular, I think. Here's my haul. I've got some pumpkins. They're styrofoam. I already have white paint. I plan to paint these white first. And then I've got some napkins. We have these pretty napkins. I got this all at the Dollar Tree. And of course I had to have the Mod Podge to do the decoupaging. And I am going to show how I do this. So stay tuned. That will be in this video. I've got a skull. And look what else I have. This is actually for another project, for another day, and it's not going to be anytime soon. So that's just going to be put aside. So stay tuned for that in a few months. The thing, though, that I'm going to do is paint these white so they can dry. So I went ahead and I've got one coat of this white paint, and I'm only going to do one coat. The only reason I even painted it is because I didn't want that bright orange to be seen through the napkin. I don't know. I'll see how it dries. I may do one more or may not. But right now I'm going to let this dry, and I'm out on the sunscreen room, screen porch or whatever, and it's really, really hot out here. So I'll let this dry and we'll come back and do the next step. While waiting for those to dry, we're going to work on this guy. I'm going to take him out of his plastic. And I have these two different napkins. I think I'm going to use these for the pumpkins. And I kind of want this to have a sugar skull look to it. So that's why I'm using these. For those of you who don't know, napkins have two layers. And before you decoupage, you want to separate the layers. Got it all separated, and now I'm just going to, I don't know if I'll cut or tear, but I'm going to tear these or cut them in smaller pieces. But first I need to get him out of his plastic. So I cut them in strips, and I've got the first one on. I put painted Mod Podge on there thinly, and then I put the napkin on, and then just continue to put more Mod Podge on it. And trying to straighten it out as much as possible. I'm going to add some more strips. So he's looking pretty good. I am going to let him dry because my fingers are starting to stick to him and pulling the napkin off, and I don't want that to happen. And it's really, really hot and humid right now. So this may take maybe overnight to dry, and then I can finish it up. But I think he's looking good so far. So he's looking pretty good. I am going to let him dry because my fingers are starting to stick to him and pulling the napkin off, and I don't want that to happen. And it's really, really hot and humid right now. So this may take maybe overnight to dry, and then I can finish it up. But I think he's looking good so far. All right, so it is the next morning, and I've got all the paper on this one. I have to paint the stem, but I'm gonna put another coat of Mod Podge on this and let it dry. I think it's so pretty. And I'm working on this guy, or gal. Maybe it's a gal, I don't know. Sorry for that. Anyway, I think she is going to turn out really nicely. Basically, what I did with this is I cut strips, and then I would put Mod Podge on top of the pumpkin and just laid this carefully on there and just flattened it out as I went. And of course it was too long. So I I had to trim it off. So now I have all these little pieces, but because it's round, there were little pieces that you don't need a big long strip for, and this worked good to kind of lay it at an angle and put at the small parts where there was no napkin. And then I let it dry overnight, and I just put some more Mod Podge all over it. I'm gonna let it dry. And now I gotta work on this guy. And it is a very rainy, humid day in Florida. So these may take a while to dry. Got them all covered. Now we're waiting for it to dry. So I decided to go ahead and paint his eye sockets. I didn't have black, so I just used green since we have leaves in this napkin. But now I gotta figure out what to do about the mouth, the teeth. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry a little bit and put another coat on. And I need to fix this little bauble. I decided to just leave his mouth. I was afraid I was gonna mess it up if I tried to do any painting. If you are a little bit more stable than I am when it comes to painting and all, you could maybe take a Sharpie and kind of go around his teeth, but I think he looks fine just the way he is. I'm pretty much done with these. I think I may do one more coat of Mod Podge on there, just for good measure, but other than that, they're all done. Stay tuned for another project with these two pumpkins. If you join in on the Be Creative Challenge, make sure you tag me because I would like to see your creation. And you know what? If you're a little late with it, that's okay. Thanks for joining me. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.